Hello, beautiful. Welcome back to Meant to Bloom podcast. I'm your host, Brittany Clarkson. If you are a returning listener and you have not yet left a review on Apple Music, hit subscribe on whatever platform you're listening on or commented on the video on YouTube. What are you waiting for? Please do those things because it so helps me. It's free to you to show me that little bit of support, that little bit of reciprocation for me creating this content for you. It really, really keeps me going. Like, I am bloodthirsty for your compliments and your support, and to know, like, to see, put a face, if there's a profile picture, if I can put a face to my listeners, it lights me on, lights me on fire. It lights the fire within that keeps me going. It keeps me burning, keeps me doing this for you. And I so appreciate it. I really do. Like, y'all make me cry when you reach out and you send me like Instagram DMs, and I am so in love with all the communication I get from all of you. And if you're new here and you're not returning, then don't worry about all that. Just buckle up. I'm so glad you're here. It is just your job to listen and see if you vibe with me today. And I'm so excited. I hope I can help you with one little thing today that would be worthwhile for me. So today we're going to talk about resetting your priorities when it starts to feel like too much. I mean, have we all kind of gotten to that point a lot of times, maybe a lot of times this year, where it just feels like too much? Because, oh my gosh, I have. Now, I know I struggle with a lot of different things that, cause a lot of overwhelm. And it causes me to not deal with overwhelm so well. But I think I attract a lot of you here who also deal with a lot of overwhelm, like more than an average amount, more than an easy, tolerable amount. All right, so let's talk about resetting priorities when it feels like too much. When it feels like too much, when you're overwhelmed. Overwhelm is not always having too much to do. It's just not knowing where to start. Sometimes we think we have too much to do, but it's because we just decided that there was a lot of things we could do, but it doesn't mean it's all the things that you should do or all the things that you have to do. And that's what today is about, is taking that moment to hit pause. That's the number one thing to do today, is hit pause. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take one with me right now. Inhale. Exhale. I want you to inhale, breathe in peace. And exhale out the stress. Feel the stress like bunching up in you. Feel it gathering as you breathe in the peace. Feel the stress like not fitting in your body anymore. And breathe it out, release it. Close your eyes and picture that stress just moving away from you. All right? Do that pause. Take that breath. And take a moment just to reset your nervous system. Okay, every time it feels like too much, do this cleansing breath practice. So easy. Look what you just learned. Very quick, very easy. Reset, breathe, pause. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, this is number 2 on the list, is to reframe. All right, we're going to pause, then we're going to reframe. And we're going to think, what is it that you're really wanting? If you're feeling overwhelmed, if it all feels like too much, what is it you're actually seeking right now? Are you seeking peace and quiet? Are you seeking peace from your to-do list? Are you seeking peace from so many social interactions? Does it just feel like too many people need you right now? Do you need to shut your phone off for a day? Do you need to go for a walk? Do you need to review your to-do list and just cross a bunch of it off and be like, I don't have time for this. I'm not available for all this. We're not going to be bothered by this. I don't have the energy and the capacity to be bothered by this right now. Okay? And you're going to decide what simple tasks are going to bring you this result that you seek. So reframe what you want. Decide what is actually important and what is actually going to get you to that. Okay? Sometimes we need peace from a number of different things. Sometimes we honestly just need that moment to pause and breathe. And then we've got our power back suddenly. Suddenly we can take on everything that we were going to do today because we simply reset that nervous system and we're not all tightly wound up, ready to explode, right? Sometimes you need a little bit more. Sometimes you need a day off, 2 days off. Sometimes you need to just plan a vacation. You need to get away. You need to take a break. Sometimes we need to cut ties with some commitments. Sometimes we need to turn off our phone and just not be available 24/7 to people outside of our home, right? So pause, reframe, decide. Okay? And when you are doing this reframe and this deciding, there's also one very key component to notice here is capability and capacity are two very different things. Okay? Your capability is what you have the skill set for. These are the things that you are technically able to do. They're all the things you think you should be able to do. And you might look at your to-do list and say, I am capable of doing all the things on my list. You could look at your phone and all your unread messages, all your unchecked emails, all the pile of mail all on the counter. And you could think, I am capable of taking care of all this. But just because you're capable doesn't mean you currently have the capacity to do it. The capacity is, what do you have the energy to do right now? What do you have the mental clarity to do right now? What can you actually take on without breaking? Because your capacity isn't, doing your best. Doing your best does not mean doing everything you can do until you break. Doing your best means working within your capacity. Okay? So number 4, we're going to focus, right? 1 is pause, take that breath, reset the nervous system. Go for a walk if you gotta. 2 is going to be reframe. You need to know what the priority is. What is the big goal that you're actually seeking right now? What is it that you want? What is it that you need in your life right now? Do you need less to do? Do you need more support to do the things? 3 is decide. Decide what simple tasks are actually going to get your attention. What simple tasks are actually going to move that needle and make the progress towards the goal that you have just reframed and decided that you were pursuing, right? And number 4 is focus, okay? You're going to get moving. You're going to stay focused. You're going to make this a healthy obsession. You're going to keep moving, keep proceeding. We're just going to build that momentum and go for it, right? I'm going to keep this one short. I'm going to cut it off right there. All right. Resetting your priorities when it feels like too much. Feels like a nice, short, sweet episode to give to you for this one, okay? I love you so much. Don't feel afraid to reach out, all right? You can DM me on social media. I'll get in there eventually and see it. You can comment on this video. I check these every day. If you're on YouTube, sorry. I comment on the YouTube video. You can email me. You can find a way to get a hold of me. I am very reachable here on the internet, and I love, especially if you get into the circle group, right? You can join the community section for free, and you can DM me in that private group. You can post privately to the private group of wonderful women who are all working towards the same goals as you, listening to the same stuff as you, collaborate, share resources and be like, hey, I listened to this other podcast that was really great. You guys might like it. Feel free to do that too, right? So that's inside the Blossom Academy connection. You can get into that by going to bloomroom.circle.so, or you can go to brittanyclarkson.com/community. Both of those places are going to hook you up and get you joining into that. And you can always upgrade later to the paid membership, where it's going to give you access to all of my resources, give you access to the courses, give you access to all of the masterclasses that I'm hosting in there. I would love to have you and love to communicate with you over on that side of things too. Anyways, I love you so much, friend. I will see you next time.